We're live, 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 we're live. Inter Milan versus Barcelona for the Champions League watch along. It's Old Man G here, RDS back again, guys. Remember, if you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on, smash the notification button, etc., etc. Let me just refresh this. So yes, we do non-Manchester United content on this channel. I'm also streaming on my second channel, Red Devil Studio Extra, which I'm hoping to do more of and stream more non-Manchester United content and football games and all the rest of it will be on that. Other news and all the rest of it. So all that will be on there. So what I'll do is I'll put a link to that in the description, so you can see that. Okay. The assistant referee, one of the statesmen of this Inter team at 37. Don't know how this game is going to go. The last game was intense, but Brazilian battled the ball quite a bit. Emergence of the new force of the depth of significant financial problems, much of it now down. The resurgence of Hansi Flick's appointment as manager. Well, it's high-risk football that he likes to put it, and when they get it right, as we know so many times, it looks spectacular. But as I said, if you get that pass right against the opposition with that high line, you're going to get chances. It's whether you can take them or not. Pedri. Inigo Martinez. Some thought he might have lined up at left back tonight, but Gerard Martin, the rookie, keeps his place. Okay. Yeah, that was the one surprise. I think of the decision that for me, but it's not a bad option to have him in there. Also, shout out to everyone who's watching on Twitch as well. Appreciate it. Frankie de Jong. Who United still could have got, but oh, Yamal, foul, down. Don't succeed and try him again, and that's exactly what happened. He's going to get that, Didn't get the first one. He's coming back for another bite. I have to get used to that, unfortunately. Even at the tender age of 17, with experience, it seems crazy to say, isn't it? With the experience that he's already got, 101 games, 17, incredible. Same age, Lionel Messi played 5. Slow start so far, but it's good. Okay. Olmo. Ferran Torres. Olmo. Rafinha. Oof. And into. Oh, good tackle. Inter needs to clear. Oof. Yamal. Oof. Teasing, but no. Barcelona on 2 occasions there, not only when the ball was whipped in from that guy there, Rafinha, but also when they lost the ball, how quickly. Pressure to try and win that ball back. Indeed, did win it back. To Marco. Arm on the shoulder from Garcia. Foul, looks like. Tried to allow the advantage to unfold, it didn't. Yeah, again, it was that high line though, and you can see Turan was screaming for that ball, but he just couldn't get the pass away. Probably because of that, he was being pulled the whole time. nowhere near 10 yards back from the ball, despite being lectured by the referee.
That's the problem that DiMarco's going to have. He's going to have to pick and choose his times to go forward because he knows when he looks in behind him who's going to be there looking to try and hit them on the break.
Alessandro Bastoni. I decoded Benedict Herberdes correctly when he was up here 20 minutes ago chatting with us. He was advocating basically kicking Yamal early.
Are we still in those times where you can get away with that and do that?
In the absence of anything else, it might be worth a go.
Why not? He's just had 2 attempts at him. Didn't get the first one. He gave the free kick away on the second one. So, but there's that switch of play I was on about. That will be on if they can do that and get it right.
Come on, Inter. Come on, Inter. What's going on, guys? Rafinha.
Yeah.
Torres. Yamal. Oh, geez, Jamal's kid is good. Good block by Inter. You can tell that if anything's going to happen, it's going to be from Yamal, man. Jamal. Pedri. Olmo.
Time for a touch from Gerard Martin.
Oh. Dumfries.
On 2 goals last week.
That looked like a foul.
Which he succeeds in doing. Ferran was available. And the pass never came. He's brilliant.
You can make a case that he was fouled, Dumfries, there.
To keep hold of that ball. He did ever so well. What he didn't do so well was pick the pass at the right time. That's when it had to go in there.
Yeah, had to go in there. Unlucky Dumfries. Got to do a bit better there, though. Showing on new. Oh.
So press again. They did it really, really well. A lot of the focus is on their forward players, and rightly so. But what perhaps people might not see is how hard they work when they lose that ball to get it back within 5 or 10 seconds.
Oh, slip. Yamal. Bastoni. Not as eventful. I mean, still only 11 minutes, but
30 games since the turn of the year. Inter have had a bubble, 3 defeats in their last 5.
Yeah, but I think you're looking at a game of this size, thinking about 4-0. We're both here on merit. They deserve to be here, and they gave us a cracking game last week. So now it hasn't quite lived up to that. Big cage of football at the moment. Maybe understandably so.
Rapini. 21 goals so far this season. Former Leeds United player. Scored 4 goals now in this campaign and in his last 3 seasons put together. Oh, and 22 assists as well.
Not bad, is it? Not bad, you see that in Leeds?
Not to this level.
No, I didn't know. Well, there's certainly a talented player in there. And as much as what we've seen, though.
Maybe there's a second point, but there's something that Nancy think is very good at finding something deep within a player that maybe others don't.
what? Lautaro. Good ball. Thuram, no flag. Oh my goodness. Oh, and the flag goes up. Okay. Yeah, he is offside there. They did time into perfection at Highline Barca, but I mean, you've got to be a little bit careful. A little bit careful there.
This season. And if you look at the table of the teams with the most effective offside traps, second place, Aston Villa with 34.
Yeah, they do it really, really well. They do it almost every single time. And it's easy said than done. If you get your run right, but because you're chasing the ball for such long periods, it really is difficult to get that key pass with that high line. So I'm saying if you time the run right, yes, absolutely, it's there, but it's very, very difficult to do that when it's so hard.
It's a precarious business, all right.
Damn. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, bottom right hand corner if you're new. Oh, someone needs to do better there. Good interception. The pressing from Barca is Yamal. And keeper saves. Good shot, though.
See exactly what he's trying to do and what he did. He just couldn't get the direction straight at the goalkeeper.
DeMarco. Oh, Szczesny comes out.
Sweeper keeper late on in his career at 35.
He's got to play his part in that high line as well. When they do go high, he's got to be prepared and ready to come on as he did do just then.
Dumfries.
There is something here, much like with Bilbao, this in behind Barca, you know, United did it obviously quite well against Bilbao, where... Oh, Thuram. Got to do better there, Thuram. Come on. Yeah.
He's not offside. Wants to get inside and try and whip that inside, but it's a poor effort in the end. Miles off target.
Lewandowski taking it all in. Looked intensively on him to try and give him, not pull him actually, at least want him up to make a contribution off the bench. Just 4 games.
Yeah. I can already see the problem. This high line is going to be Inter already kind of figured it out. This high line is going to be a problem. Like, just if they just Inter get the pass right, then Barca are going to be in trouble here. But Barca have the quality, so Inter don't have the quality, in my opinion, just yet. But we'll see. You know, but they've got Lautaro, so. Okay, Inter again on the attack. Good ball. Mkhitaryan. In towards Lautaro. It's a good ball by Mkhitaryan of Warping. Remember Mkhitaryan, United fans? Apparently wasn't good enough for Manchester United, and now he's playing a semi-final in the Champions League, and United, there we go. So these are the things. I don't believe in not good enough for United anymore when United are in 15th place. Remember, if you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe. Bottom right corner. Corner to Inter. Corner. Corner again. But in fairness to Barca, they've gotten better at defending these, because these were a problem. These were a problem last week, so they've clearly worked on the set piece routine. Oh, awful. Oh, it's another corner deflected from Shannon. Another corner. Well done, Yamal. Defended where there. He leads the break. Pedri. Okay. Throw into Inter. Arsenal a little bit of pressure, but it's, you know, a little bit. But you'd expect that as the away side, so I wouldn't say they're on any trouble.
Barcelona are knocking around.
There is a school of thought, and that they don't get the praise and appreciation they perhaps deserve. They not seem to be one of the sexiest Barcelona at the moment.
Well, for the first 20 minutes in this game, they've done it really, really well.
Turan. Martinia seemingly unimpressed by the tumble.
Yeah, should probably stay on his feet there. Yeah, Chalong en route. Dumfries, who's killing it this side. Barella, man. Oof. Good effort.
Mkhitaryan.
Mkhitaryan, but loses it. It's a lot.
Donato. It's not Greece again. It's Lautaro.
Lautaro! Lautaro! And I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. And Barcelona's sloppy. You could see the inter team pressing, winning the ball back. The Barcelona making mistakes. This was it was inevitable. Dumfries again causing massive problems on that right hand side, and Barcelona not being able to cook it. And Barcelona again, and I kept on saying this. I kept on saying something. Lautaro's going to make a difference, but oh, you know, we got the quality, we got this. Well, we can defend. I said, well, this Barcelona team can't defend. Lewandowski's not available. And it's 1-0 to Inter. Doesn't mean it's over, but
Last time there was a Champions League semi-final here, and all of that compared 2 years ago. Our teammate was critically on the score sheet. I think went through to a final against Manchester City. And now the club's record scorer in Europe's Premier competition has backed his 21st goal, both in Champions League play and of the season. Here's a player who was heavily courted by Barcelona. Actually, the Torres here no happy when he was on their payroll.
But anyway, maybe Barca will wake up. This game isn't over, and you still got Yamal. No. It's going to take some knocks, but this is what I'm saying. Like, it's like you should have got a free kick there, to be fair. But this is why I think I was like, you know, Barcelona are not necessarily going to get their away. They're not going to get the decisions. So, but let's see. Slipped. And you, Guerrero. De Jong. But it was well deserved by Inter. Olmo. Yamal. Let's cross in, inshallah. I think isn't going to work. They've got it back though. Pedri. Oh, Pedri. Dani Olmo.
There is a potential penalty check underway here.
Oh, penalty check.
Being asked to wait for that.
There's a penalty check. Let's have a look. No, that's harsh, man. There's no movement of the arm to it of like that. Nah, it's not a penalty, man. Come on. I'm actually tired of some of these symbols. Even the one with people saying with and stuff. Like, I I want intentional handball to be the thing. If the arm moves towards the ball, it's a handball. That for me is what handball should be. Or if you're using your hand to assist the ball to help you score the goal, then that's fine. That can be not. But this whole thing of if it hits your hand because you slipped over or you've fallen, it should be handball is nonsense. Intentional handball. You know, you can't say, for example, say what Suarez did and say that in against the Ghana and what this did are the same.
So many times when you see players get into that position and freeze, you've got to pick and choose the correct thing. Not only that, then you've got to get the execution of the pass perfect. And you certainly did that for his captain. You put it on a plate for him. Really, really intelligent play.
2 goals and an assist last week.
It was a good team play passing there.
Assist this. Mkhitaryan helped out by DeMarco.
Marco.
15 years since an Italian team.
Oh, okay, on the break. And again, this line, if you just play it. That ball could have been better. That ball could have been better and played quicker, and they're into it in. Oh, again, Barca attack. Corner. Corner to Barca. Corner to Barca.
The only significant first season acquisition by actually stripping Barcelona. Return to Lamasia. Extraordinary academy of mine, how it's produced again. Mkhitaryan away.
Mkhitaryan clears that.
Target was from a transformational appointment. Wellington. Good time with 2 proper Italians. Being runners up 2 seasons ago. This into coach. So it's Giovanni Trapattoni 3.5 decades ago.
Very, very well organised, isn't it? You've got a goal scorer like Martinez up top with always.
Yeah, big up Lautaro.
See them at left transfer because it's heavily strapped. Martin. It's Pedri.
Pedri. And no. Probably should do better there, Pedri.
No one in front of him, maybe 5 yards away, so he should be hitting the target at least.
Pedri.
Torres.
Oh. Oh.
Too costly, and this is Barella.
Barella. What was that, Barella? Jeez. What is Barella doing there? Nonsense. Gives the ball away and puts the team under pressure. Stop doing that. Good palm by Sommer. Still 1-0. Goal by Lautaro Martinez. Pedri. Dumfries. Someone comes up and doesn't catch it.
He's just having a little wander in the middle there, isn't he? Trying to play in the forward position rather than out.
Yeah. De Jong. Cleared. Okay.
They'll take their time now. Inter Milan will have throwing themselves a little breather, and rightly so. Under pressure the last minute or two. Really is noticeable though, that first goal, and rightly so, when they win the ball back into Milan forward, and they get it forward into Ferran and Martinez with the runs and with the space. Really is key.
Qatarian. They can get behind this Inter team though, man.
Again, I thought he just held on to the ball for a little bit too long, though, Daniel. Well, he did have option for Rafinha going back out to the left.
Yamal. Oh, good cut back. Garcia. Yeah, I thought that's a tap in there. But
DeMarco and Mkhitaryan are going to have to do that, but then that leaves a simple roll back for a whip into the box as they did. I thought that was a decent opportunity. Garcia, as he does and is doing, keeps getting up to support him. He's going to have a lot of freedom in doing that because the two men with Mark and Yamal, just a simple ball back into Garcia's path to whip it in.
Wrapping up the fouls, DeMarco.
DeMarco's going to be careful. He's going to get a yellow card in a second. But you know, they're marking. They're not allowing Yamal to be effective. So again, they've done their homework, just like Barca have done their homework on Inter corners. So Inter. So you know, people aren't going to make the same mistake twice, are they?
Rose will have one or two little moments. You can't stop that. I think in general, have been really, really well.
Dani Olmo. Oh! Oh! Bring back, yep.
There's a yellow card here. Right on the edge of the box.
Yep. Almost down. Yeah, the referee had to let the play go on, so it's good to take advantage. Yeah.
takes it into his path. It's really, really good. You just can't get the
Yeah. Right decision. So free kick.
The referee's gone back. Watchalong awarded the free kick.
Okay. This looks like a nice, tasty spot for, well, I don't know. Would it be Yamal? I'm not sure. Wait, I don't get it. Is it not a free kick? Oh, right. Okay. I thought it was a free kick. I thought they'd bring it back. Although I guess they did let the play go on, and then when they didn't, so yeah, I guess, yeah, from that perspective, they can't. I thought it was a free kick, but I guess it makes sense because they allowed the play to go and the ball went out. So Dumfries is a problem. Barella, who's also been getting wasteful, but yeah. Dumfries is causing a lot of problems. Right. Oh, thought that was on target there. Or the Mkhitaryan, sorry. Yeah, it's Mkhitaryan. Yeah.
On the volley, really good effort.
If his boot size was one size smaller, Inter would have taken a first leg lead from their trip to Montjuic last week. Extraordinarily tight offside. They're rather doing the tidying up.
Summer. Yeah.
Martinez. Ranking off. Garcia. Anthony. Yamal. Lovely trick.
Yamal.
And he ran into a block challenge.
Yeah.
He's only just picking himself up. Anthony.
Well, that's brilliant skill by Yamal. If Barca are going to get back in this game, it's going to be because of Yamal or some individual brilliance from someone else. But Yamal has just been, maybe something from Pedri, obviously. But this is the problem. Predictably, they're cutting it inside again. Into charge. Dumfries is dangerous on the counter, man. He's causing them problems.
He's the first one forward, breaking forward, looking really dangerous. That tackle there had to be timed really, really well, and it was exactly that.
That's Stoney.
Trap. Oh, Chaganolu, but I thought that was going in, but no. Half chance, but no.
Can't defend it again, Barcelona. Falls really nicely to him. Stops it. Should score. Not caused them enough problems really, Barcelona, and forward positions. Not shifted that back three around enough. But Dani Olmo's job is in that sort of 10 role to try and move him and draw one of them out to create the space for a runner going in behind the
Oh,
Mkhitaryan.
Mkhitaryan.
Lautaro Martinez.
Oh,
Powerful passing. Alive in the nick of time.
it's a good challenge.
We saw a perfectly timed challenge a minute ago from Bastoni in the box.
It's a good challenge.
Time it's Kabasi's
Kabasi did the exact same. Brilliant challenge. Very good tackle, man. Because if he misses that,
Martinez is still down on the 6-yard line, away to the left.
obviously Inter are happy because they think it's a penalty, but it's not.
We'll stop it in play, but eventually Barcelona succumb to the sounds of frustration. And there isn't a check underway for a potential penalty.
You get the ball on.
Does he get the ball?
Challenge that was perfect. Sort of
Does he get the ball though? It looked like a good challenge.
The thing is, sometimes when the ball changes direction, it can be a deceiving thing for the referee because you think, oh, the defender's got the ball. But we all quickly check this because has the defender got enough on the ball?
Has the defender got enough for the ball though?
I believe he does. I think he gets the ball just
Yes, yes. No penalty. Yep.
I think that's a fair challenge.
That's a good challenge. Yep. No penalty. Yep.
Well, does Martinez get the first touch of the ball?
I don't think that's a penalty.
We're arguing, Alan, and that's where it becomes very subjective.
I don't think that's a penalty.
But it's got to be a clear and obvious error for the referee.
Yeah, clear, obvious.
And he is, he's got to go back.
Oh my goodness. He's looking at the monitor. Although,
In slow motion, I think Martinez gets a touch of the ball first rather than the defender. And
I need to have a look at this because I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure whether that's a penalty.
Review these pictures. And want Simon Martinez to have a much closer look.
Let's have a look.
I think Martinez touches the ball
Yeah.
first. He's going to give a front.
Wow. I actually didn't think it was a penalty.
And what a reversal of action in the space of a couple of minutes. Hansi Flick is furious.
I actually did not think that was a penalty.
From behind the stands, it looked like a perfectly timed challenge.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, John. It really did. It looked. It really
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that.
It's not him that gets the ball, Kabasi. It's Martinez, and he gets there first. And that's why he's given the penalty. But half this can turn out to be into Milan.
And Chalanolu is taking care.
2-0 before half time, and Barca really need Szczesny to save this. Because 2-0, and to be honest, with the way Barcelona played, I'm not sure how they're going to get back here. Inter Milan's defense is so strong. He's never missed a penalty, Shagan. Never in the Inter colours. Will he miss it now? Shaganolu, 2-0. It's a brilliant penalty, bottom right-hand corner. It's a brilliant penalty. And it's 2-0. And I did warn Barca fans. I did say, but their defense. Their defense. Their defenses. Shut up and put 3 past them. Yeah, but the 3 was at your crib. Wait, what's going on? What's happening? The Barca players shouldn't be surrounding the referee for a start, but still. They're not happy. But to be honest, Barca have themselves to blame. I don't have any empathy for these guys. They've not been good. Simple as that.
Those tempers have been playing as we've been watching that series of replays and celebrations. Arguments breaking out, the referee having to involve himself. And there is a potential red card check now underway.
A red card. A red card check for who? A red card check. What? If okay, it's over. Okay. Don't give a red card to this game, man.
There was a somewhat hesitant joy before that from the Tifosi. It's been upgraded to pure sheer unadulterated delight off the back of that penalty.
Wow. Wow. Barca have just capitulated here. But they have been, Barca have themselves to blame, man. They have been bad. Aside from Yamal, they've not been good. This has been a defensive masterclass. And this is what happens when you play. And this is, for any Barca fans that are watching, like, this is what happens when you play a high line. You know, this was always the case with high lines because all you have to have is pacey people on the wings to cut in behind, and you've got problems. Half time, 2-0 to Inter. Yeah. Okay. At least Lautaro was kind of just like, okay, chill. Wow. Inter deserved this.
But will they? The thoughts of Wayne Rooney fan and Sabre from Declan Sturridge coming right up with Gabby. But at half time here in Milan, it's Inter 2, Barcelona 0, and Inter have a 2-goal lead on aggregate as well.
Right, man. Oof. 2-0. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. So it's halftime, guys. 2-0 at halftime. I don't think it was as good of a game as the game in Barcelona, the Camp Nou. But to be honest, like, that's probably Barca's fault. Inter have been defensively solid. Barca have been playing the high line. You know, Dumfries has been cooking on that right and causing loads of problems. They've been easily bypassing, you know, Pedri, all those guys. You know, Barcelona have got better midfield players, but Inter have just been bypassing them. Simply 1-2 touch football, going in behind, and causing problems. And this is the problem. If you, and then I think as the half went on, you know, Barca pressed quite well, and then as the half gone on, they just didn't seem to do that. They were getting more frustrated, especially after the first goal. They were getting frustrated, going for the board, you know, in Yamal doing his kind of thing, but then losing it. And then you now have 5, 6, 7 Barca players up front, and there's only maybe 2 or 3 in a Barca, and it's a quick ping counter attack, and they're in trouble. So Barca have to change this quickly, very quickly. But yeah, we'll be back for the second half. Stay tuned. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, see you for the second half. Right, we are back for the second half. Oh, big up SSB. Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for joining, man. Are you surprised by the result? Because I'm not. I'll be honest, SSB. I am not surprised by the result. Don't get me wrong, but Barca's still in it, but they've got to do more than they're doing now. Oop, let me take this out. Right. Kick off now. Second half, man. Man, Barca needs it. They do. I don't know if they've made any subs. But they need to make sub. Probably get Lewandowski on. I would risk it at this point. But you know, it's still only 2-0. 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. 3-0, I think it's game over. I'll be honest. I think if Inter get a third goal, it's game over. You know, would Inter concede? And that's the question. Even winning the game, would Inter concede 3 goals at home without reply? I don't know. Inter in the Champions League, I can't remember the last time Inter lost at home. Some of these Barca players are dropping all-time stinkers. Olmo, De Jong, Raphinho. That is true somehow. But I mean, you know, Barca have their injuries, but you know, this is one of the reasons why I said I didn't quite understand why Barcelona fans were celebrating the 3-3. You know, you concede 3 goals at home. You were 2-0 down at home, and then you can. And yes, it was a comeback, but it's not. But it's not good. You know, like United celebrating 3-0 when against Athletic Club. That you can celebrate that. If it was away, I'd understand, but at home, you know. I've said sometimes Barca's defense is not great, especially as high line. They've already conceded 5 goals over these 2 legs. Yamal, Yamal really is so good. He's if it wasn't for Yamal and cleared for a corner, if it literally wasn't for Yamal, Barca, to be honest, I think wouldn't even be in it. And it's a foul from Olmo, I think, and they get a free kick. Yeah, if it wasn't for Yamal, Barca wouldn't even be in the conversation here. But let's see what happens. Oh, by the way, SSB, if you're there, if you could subscribe to my second channel, if you haven't already, I'd appreciate it. Red Devil Studio Extra. I'll be trying to do a lot more non-United streams, but I want to do that on that channel instead of this United one. But I'm streaming to both right now, so it's pinned in the comments. Yamal has been oh yeah, best out of the worst, yeah, and that's still pretty good. Oh, Saram, come on, come on, the decision. If Inter's decision making up top was better, to be honest, they could argue they could have been out of sight. What was that pass? Awesome, man. Jeez, done. Thanks very much, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to. It's just a lot of it's just time. I don't have as much time to watch football games as I do, and if I do, I will try and do Okay, Inter on the break now, but isolated because, you know, not really many Inter players are coming forward, which I understand. You know, they don't, in fairness, you know, to Inter, they don't really have to attack. It's on Barca too, so they don't have to commit players forward. Barca have to, and then obviously, you know, if they do, then Inter will get them on the break with whoever. Foul. Oh, Yamal. Penalty? No. No, it's not a penalty. No, it's not a penalty. Yeah, not enough. Not enough, Yamal. Yeah, that should have been, you could have, but you've let the advantage go, so probably should give that yellow card, but okay. Make sure you subscribe if you are new, bottom right-hand corner. Ooh. Yellow. Yes, okay. Yeah. He's away from goal. I mean, you look at this PSG Inter final, and based on what I've seen from both, do we put PSG? Probably, actually, because PSG defensively, when I saw them play against us, I was impressed. I didn't think PSG could defend the way they did when I watched the Arsenal game. So, and they obviously have clinical finishers like Dembele, Kovic. So this might actually be PSG's first. It's offside, yeah. Yeah. He's not complaining. Yeah. 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 Acerbi knew he was offside. Like, he didn't even celebrate. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm offside. I'm offside. But that high line worked for that, but it's a problem. Low key, I think even Arsenal can be. I agree. I agree. I was surprised that on HF just having a lot of people were saying that Barca are the best team in the world, that Barca are the best sort of. If I was honest, I think that out of all the three teams, Barca were probably the weakest. I think Barca have the most talented players, but tactically, you know, with the way they play, I think they were vulnerable to the three teams remaining. Even against Madrid, you know, yes, I know they won next because of could they, but you know, Madrid got 2 goals back. They really shouldn't have been in the game. Mkhitaryan. So, you know, I just think that I'm not saying Barca are crap. I'm just saying that, like, I think that there's still a bit of a way from, you know, getting into the Champions League territory here. And it looks like probably PSG might get their first Champions League, which is interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but we'll see. Oh, volleyed into the roof of the net, and Barca got their goal. They're back in business. Eric Garcia. And there you go. And just like that, Barca get the goal. It's another great finish. Let's see. Good crossing. That's a really good finish. Man, Barca scoring some world-class goals here. And now Inter needs to, because, you know, let's be honest, Inter were kind of, I know they didn't need to go out and press, but they did kind of give Barca a bit more respect in the first 10, 15 minutes of this game. Inzaghi does this a lot. 2-0 up, and then he's like, yeah, let me just kind of ease it. But let's see what happens. I would be surprised Barca scoring 3-4, but let's see. Inter similar. I mean, you could say it's allowed mentally. I mean, it's a good finish. It's a good finish. But I think this is also tactically what this is also what Inzaghi does, which I don't like. It's kind of Italian manager syndrome. You get this way, you get 2-0 up, and then you think, right, it's 2-0. Let me just take the gas off and invite pressure and just hold on to what I have. Like it's every Italian manager. Conte does it as well. Like it's just, and it never works in football. You got to keep the 3-0. Okay, fine. 2-0 is always a dangerous scoreline. It's a good strike. But anyway, let's see what happens. Oh, it's a break. It's literally a 3-on-2 Barca break. 4-on-2. Good save! Wow! Critical save from Sommer. And for somehow Inter still haven't cleared it. That was a brilliant save from Sommer. That was a brilliant save from Sommer. The net should be 2-2. It should be 2-2. And Sommer with a fantastic save. They have to score there. And Inter needs to wake up. Inter needs to wake up quickly. I know. They should score that. That was world class from Sommer, man. Shearer saying it's a credible miss, and there is a point. I still think it's a good save, but he does have a point. I mean, like the whole goal is there to aim, and you literally kicked it back towards goal. That should be in the net, but it was world class from some, I think. But Barca now have the momentum now. Yamal again. Foul. And Stoney, does he not get a yellow? I think they should start getting out cards now. Yep. Inter have to deal with a lot of pressure now, and Barca look very. I don't know what's happened. I think did Barca make a sub? I don't think they did. No, they didn't. So I don't know what happened. I mean, maybe Hansi Flick was just like, guys, wake up. Yeah, the confidence in Barca is growing. I don't know whether it's Hansi Flick's words or whether Inter just decided to sleep. Because Inter are on full terrorist mode now. Two. Wow. And it's a free header. And oh, wow. I didn't see that. I literally did not see that coming. It's 2-2. It's a free header. The whip on it, and he's onside. A great cross the header, and Inter have just capitulated. How? Well. I definitely was on. I didn't expect this Inter collapse. I'm not gonna lie. It slipped. I didn't. I'll put my hands up. I did not think Inter would collapse like this. Literally 15 minutes into the half, they invite pressure from Barca. It's a different Barcelona team, and now it's 2-2. They're going to go back to their pressing now. And I don't know. The running in behind that Inter did before, where they'll try and expose the fullbacks, that's gone. The sort of the passing in that's gone. I don't know what's happened to Inter here. It almost feels like both managers gave them different instructions. Flick said, you got to go for these guys. And I think that Inzaghi said, we just got to hold on to what we have. This is... The crowd need to do something as well, man, because they've been quiet as well. And I feel like Inter have not even had the ball. Like, Inter have not even had the ball. Jeez. I can't hear the Inter fans, man. They've got to get through that. They've got to what's it called again? Back their team, man. Fair play to Barcelona. They were crap for 50 minutes. And then 10 minutes, just like that. Completely different game, completely different team. And how are Inter going to respond? I don't know. They need to get the ball, which they're not. But, you know, Barca can always concede as well. I did say 2-2. My prediction was 2-2 and going to penalties. So, prediction was actually correct so far. See, make the decision. Look at this, man. Come on, better passing, man, Lautaro. I mean, by the way, I'm not biased either way. Whether Barcelona, it doesn't matter to me. So, but it's just you seeing the difference. You know. Oh, Rafinha, good win there. Donnarumma. Oh, and it's a slip. Fernando Torres slips from top. Jeez. Inter, man. Probably to make some subs into themselves. Lautaro's been very quiet. Pedri. Still early days. Boss have gone to cross it, inshallah, and it's working. I generally don't know what's happened to Inter this half. Shell-shocked. It's like a game of two halves, but the reality is, though, is that it took Inter, 45 minutes to score 2 goals? Barca, it took them 10 minutes. And Yamal still gets the cross in there. Like, it's weird. Like, despite Inter having so many players back, they're still not able to defend or keep the cross in. So, shout out, these balls as well. Like, despite Inter having all these men back, look at that. Yeah, it feels like Inter doing exactly what Barca doing exactly what Inter were doing. They're winning the ball high up, 1-2s, and Barca have just forgotten. Sorry, Inter forgotten how to do that. It's weird. It is weird. But it's open. But if I'm honest, as the way it's still 25 minutes, and as the things are looking, Barca are probably going to win this game. Inter look tired. I know, but it's weird. You're at home. Barca looked tired in the first half. Penalty. Penalty. Inter have just, let me see. Nah, it's in.
It doesn't carry on inside the box. This is a factual decision, so the VAR definitely look at it. But I think Simon Costiniak's first impression is even that there's further contact when it goes inside the penalty area. But this one, if it's outside, the VAR will just recommend it review.
So the foul was outside, but does it continue in?
The first contact is outside, but also then carries also into the box.
He's changed it. Okay, so it's a free kick. He's changed it. Yeah, Yeah. No. I knew the tackle was outside, but the key is it doesn't matter if it's outside. Does it continue inside? I thought it continued inside. The first contact was definitely out, but I thought it continued into the box, which is why I thought it was a penalty. That's why I thought it was a penalty. But, you know, anyway, they just need to... Pavard miss you. Okay. I mean, interplay. Quite frankly, it's... If they did give it, it would be... But let's see. Let's get it. Deflected over. I think it was a Barca player. De Jong. So it's a goal kick. Oh. And Inter are just looking so so bad. And I'm more harsh on them because of they're at home. Pick up Lautaro, man, but Inter have collapsed in every competition. Yeah, I mean, you could say, were they thinking of this one? But yeah, I mean, you know, and this is why, it just feels the urgency is not here. This, for me, because the title is probably almost over. Napoli look like they're closing in on it. So, you know, this is it for Inter. You know, where's the urgency here? This should be it. I don't know. Injuries possibly. Injuries possibly. But, you know, Inter just can't get out. And it's just weird. Like they're just giving the ball back to, I don't just get it because they're just not playing like they did in the first half. You know, I get waiting for the counter attack to wait for the balls, and yes, they're playing the high line. But you know, I mean, maybe was it all based on Lautaro when he gave them something, and then you know he could only give them, let's be real, half an hour. You know, even the defending, because it's weird because they have they're basically parking the bus. They have 8-9 players back, but they're not. It's the worst thing. I see with United sometimes. You have 6-7 players back, but it doesn't matter. You know, if you're not doing your defensive duty, so there's no reason why Almo for the second goal should have a free header. You know, Barca look like they're going to win here, and shout out to them. I can't hate. You know, you're away from home, and I probably do to a certain extent blame Inzaghi for this, because Inter came out like a different team. They should have pressed and continued to press and put a bit of pressure on Barcelona. But I think they just sat on it, and they only have themselves to blame. Now the only hope is if they just you know, Barcelona were the ones giving it away in the first half. Now Inter have, but at least in the second, Barca, They didn't play great. They were quite crap, to be honest, but they weren't as crap as Inter have been. Look at this. But what are you doing? Like, I don't even think Dumfries has even gotten up. I don't even think Dumfries has even gotten up on the right wing this he's not. Oh, look at that. Good tackle. If Inter were somehow to score, it would be definitely against the run of play. Okay, because really all Inter can do is try and take the sting out of the game and hold on for another 15 minutes. Araujo coming on. If it does go to penalties, and it's looking like it won't, because I think Barca will score at this rate. Who's the advantage here? Probably Inter. I'll give some of the advantage over penalties. And I think the better penalty takers. So Barca have got to win it in 120 minutes. But I mean, Barca should kill this in 90. Good save from Summer.
You can see he's got the whip on it, going into the corner of the goal line. He can't take any chances. The goalkeeper got to move his feet really quickly. A good save.
Both teams.
They don't even have anyone to break. You know, they're trying to break, but Barca are just sort of snapping out any attack. You know, they've got no one there really. Another offside. Come on, Inter. What is going on? I mean, I think it's high line as well, but come on, Inter. They're giving it straight back, and they're not learning at all. Yamal has been so good. Yamal has been so good on that side. It was Dumfries in the first half, although Yamal was still good, but Yamal is just is so good. Like, for me, there's no point in this Inter pass if they're just gonna lose it. They're giving the ball back again. It's been sheer domination this half. Inter have done nothing. Inter making a few more subs.
So two midfield veterans replaced. 31-year-old Chalanoglu, 36-year-old Mkhitaryan.
35-year-old, 36-year-old. No wonder. You got a 35-year-old and 36-year-old midfielder in a boss. They're obviously going to run out of gas. I should take that back. That they're obviously going to run out of gas.
Substitutes top left of the screen. Inter are run out of subs. Chipping in. Back to the extra time. There will be another substitution available.
Mm.
I think with all those substitutions on, they be able to get a little bit of energy from somewhere, but we've not seen that as yet, have we? We're certainly not going to complain if it does go to extra time, are we?
Absolutely not.
Mm.
That's how we're going to press. It's useful. There's some Tazy spinning on it. Zelensky. So Gusto and around the thing.
The first time we're actually playing the looked in the outbox and remembering it all. And here the reaction's getting from the crowd as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is the first. That was the first attempt Inter had in the 18-yard box in goodness knows how long. Almost coming off for Fermin Lopez. Good sub. Armo, who a lot of people were saying was garbage, got the equalizer.
Officially here, supporting Barcelona with a crowd of just over 75,000. Record receipts for any football match ever played in Italy.
Even the passing from Inter is just off and wonky. No, come on. Yeah, comfortable. I don't think the Barca centre-backs have had anything to do. Chesney's had nothing to do this half. Mm. Seven minutes to go. Nothing much. Damian, Dumfries. Oh. Yeah. Fair play to the high line has helped Barca, man. I said just get up. Six minutes. I won't say Inter dominated the first half, but they definitely did. They looked like they had more control. The fans don't need to do more. Jeez, I can barely hear the Inter supporters. When I was watching Atletico Bilbao game against United, I could hear them through the screen. It was that loud. Come on, Inter Milan fans, what's going on? And even then, in the attack, so this is what I don't get with Inter. Like, I get you guys are tired, but you're just hanging on. Like, they're not even going to win the ball in midfield. They're not attacking. You've got men there, and it's just Inter just look tired. I generally don't know what happened to Inter in this half. This either flick juju talk. I've got no idea. This Inter collapse, not just because of it's 2-0, but because of the manner in which Inter played. I mean, look at this. Like, even just brilliant. Good save. And it's a goal from Rafinha. And that's it. And it's the least they deserve. And Inter have thrown away a 2-0 lead at home. Losing possession. Completely collapsed here. And I've got to give it to Barcelona. Look at this. Onside. Good save by Sommer. Not just one for the first one. And it's a goal. He gets out of the way. Yep. And Rafinha come back complete. 3-2. Goal. Inter have completely... I've never seen a collapse like this in a semi-final. I have never seen a collapse like this in a semi-final. I have never... I've never seen a collapse like this. I mean, does the Ajax Spurs one? Maybe. I've never seen a collapse like this. The Inter fans, you couldn't even hear them. Awful. Nah, it's over. Big up to Barca, man. I didn't think that Inter would concede 3 goals at home, and they just collapsed. I can't explain it. I don't think Barcelona even played better. I mean, they did play better. They pressed on, but I don't think they were massively better. So I don't know what happened here. Inter collapsed. Wow. Inter. Rafinha going to get Ballon d'Or. This is up there with, yeah, Ajax versus Spurs was a capitulation. I agree with that. Ajax versus Spurs was a capitulation. But Ajax still had fights. I don't think when I looked at that game, it wasn't this Spurs were just clinical and Ajax were fighting, and I was thinking it's this whole half. It's this whole half. Like this whole half, Inter basically surrendered the lead to them. I'm stunned. Inter have just, and they almost just literally 45 minutes doing great, and then they just, nah. I have never seen a collapse like this. No. Punish Inter, man, Barca. I'm so disappointed because I really do rate Inzaghi as a manager. I really rate him. Look at. Oh! What? What? Inter scored! Oh my goodness! Oh my! I think there might have been a foul there, though. A 37-year-old. Let me see it. No, it's not a foul. He slips. It's a brilliant finish. It's a brilliant finish for a 37-year-old. It's a brilliant finish. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Wow. This game. He's wow. Wow. I don't even. That is a brilliant finish. He needs to get a yellow card, obviously, for that. This is getting transfers. This getting transfer free. All players gimmick is up. It's just, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. An old guy, 37-year-old man. Just, I mean, there's obviously good time, but Barca could also score as well. Garcia, this game, man. I mean, to be honest, oh, cleanly. It's like Inter finally woken up. Oh, Yamal. Oh, Yamal. Oh, just Yamal. You could have bottomed. Jeez. Achebi. Just when I was talking shit. Yeah, I know. Achebi, man. Wow. Wow, man. Extra time, guys. Wow. Wow. This is just, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, I'll go take a brief break. I'll be back for the extra time, but man, it's crazy. This is crazy. I need to even change the button. It's free. It's free. And again, I did say, but Barca's defense. This is just crazy, man. It's crazy. Right. We'll be back. Right, back for extra time. But I mean, it's 6-6 on aggregate, obviously. This is why I'm actually worried about the the United game on Thursday. People saying can't score 3 goals. Yeah, you can. If we'd scored a 4th, we could have put the game to bed. But 3-0, like, I just don't defend it. Just defending just isn't. Defending is. I mean, Inter would have been the team that you would have said would have been able to, and even they conceded obviously 6 goals over 2 legs to Barca. Barca obviously can't defend. Well, they can defend, but I mean, they conceded 6 goals. Arsenal, to be fair, although they conceded it was still only 1 goal. Barcelona, the idea that Barcelona have only been in the lead in this tie for 5 minutes. Ooh, good ball. Rella, oh, could do better there. You'd hope. Extra time, 3-3. It's been a good semi-final, definitely. Oh, lost it. I don't know what Thuram's doing there. Thuram's he's had a bit of a brickish game, to be honest. Decision making wise. Good tackle. Oh, stumbled on. All of a sudden, Inter got the momentum again. And getting into like I don't know. Someone if Inter get through this game, someone is going to have to explain to me what they were doing for those 45 minutes. I can't explain. Inter, in my opinion, they do have to. Barca have to. I give Inter the advantage on penalties, but we'll see. We'll see. But Barca have to end the tie now, in my opinion. But who knows? Penalties are still 50-50. It's just Sommer versus Szczesny. I'll probably take Sommer on penalties. Yamal, good block. They can't play this. They can't play this kid. But I love Yamal, man. But like, if you think about it, Barca are going to run this kid into the ground, man. Like a 17-year-old playing what 100 and 120 minutes. He's fine. I mean, he'll be okay, but I don't know. I just see, who knows? Like I said, maybe he'll have the Messi powers of being injury free, and he'll continue to do so. So maybe that might be the case, but I don't know. I mean, at least when Messi and Ronaldo were playing, they didn't play as many games. They started to play more, but there wasn't. Now, especially with the new Champions League format, more games, Club World Cup, UEFA Nations League, World Cup thingy. There's too many games, and I just worry for a talent like Yamal, to be honest, because Barca don't know how to rotate. Like, imagine if Yamal gets injured here. He probably won't, but if he did, he's such an important part of this team that you could easily see Barca's title potentially getting compromised. Potentially. Honestly, I don't think Inter to go up so early or take lead so many times. You usually see this with teams with no experience. But I mean, they should have prepared for it, though. Inter were in a Champions League final only 2 years ago. So I don't buy the experience thing. They should have enough experience. The managers there, they really should have seen out. And also, they got the second goal towards the end of the second half. So I just feel like they should, they should have been able to manage the game. And the issue was not the fact that they conceded 2 goals. I just feel like from the beginning of the first half to the 93rd minute, Inter didn't do anything. It just felt like they were told, "Oh, you're 2-0 up. Just give Barca the ball and sit back and see what happens." And that's fine if when you're sitting back, you're actually tight and you're defending, but they didn't do that. Inter have scored! Inter have scored! Inter have scored! Inter have scored! Like, relax! Wow. Look at this. He held it. And this is intelligent play. This is what I was expecting. Bounce it. He's like, hold it. Hold. Cut back inside. Hold. Wait. Sit. Bang. That's intelligent finishing. Wait. Boom. In. Goal. What do Barcelona have now? It's a magnificent finish. Keeper can't do it. It's bottom corner. No chance. Wow. This is a crazy game. This is a crazy game. This it's I don't know. I don't know. 4-3, guys. And obviously Inter will waste time, as you would expect, because they're at home. But the Barca have themselves to blame. But there's still 50 minutes left, so so let's see what happens. CR7 was a freak out and still is. Pedri was being run into the ground and he got injured. Yes, Gavi injured, Ansu injured. Even Ara hasn't been the same. Exactly. You know, you look at the Yamal thing. Should he have done it? Should he have scored there? Those are the chances. Those are the moments. Those are the moments when you become a legend. You know, if Yamal scores that and it's 4-2, it's game over. You know. But then at the same time, you also think, should Barcelona game management? You know. Now, what I would say though is that this happened in the first half, and Inter just sat back and allowed them to sort of to do their thing. And then Barcelona came back. So are Inter going to do that as well? Because if they do that, Barca will score. The only difference is that now, I do take Inter on penalties. Sorry. So for me, Barca need to win in extra time. Barca need to score 2 goals and not go to penalties. Because the penalties, I think Inter probably have the advantage, in my opinion. They're at home. They'll be shooting against the home crowd. And also, Summer's a better keeper. Oh, what's that? It's terrible. Come on. That's not the right option, mate. Come on. Balde injured right now as well. Crazy game. I've never seen 2 comebacks in one game. Yeah, I mean, was the Inter want to come? Yeah, I guess it was a 2-goal swing, so it's a comeback, isn't it? Because Inter were 2-0 down. Sorry, Inter were 2-0 up. Then Barca got to 3-2. Then Inter equalized and then went ahead. So yeah, I mean, 2 comebacks in one game. The United game, SSB. I think in the United game, there must have been 3 comebacks. Yeah, no, yeah, in the United game was similar to this. We were 2-0 up. Then Lyon's took it to 2-2, much like this. And then Lyon then went 4-2 up, and then we then went back. So I'm sure the Lyon game must have been at least 3 comebacks in that game. But now Inter doing what I suspect they're doing, because this is a first. We are going to see peak. I know, but that's not going to be an advantage to Inter personally, because Barca still have the players to do something. This isn't over. They're only 1 goal ahead, man. So, and there's another half of extra time to go. So. The only thing now is whether the tiredness now sets in. And also Inter now, because it's now extra time, Inter can obviously slow the game. Inter weren't wanting to slow the game down. Inter can now slow the game down a lot more now. Damn. And now Inter doing their thing. They wasted. Barca just. It's Barca. I think Barca shell shock, man. Damn, 7-6. Like, it's not been a good year for Plick boys at times as well. They are. It's not been a good. It's not been a good. It's not been a good season for defending. It's not been a good for defending, man. Yeah, don't. Barca better not concede a second goal, man. Don't concede a second goal now. If they concede a second goal, it definitely is game over. Well, I'd say that, but yeah, Barca, look at this, man. Oof, good tackle. Barca are now tired. Yeah, exactly. It's halftime and in extra time, and Saga needs to. It's a remarkable comeback, man. Archabi, I'm not going to say anything yet, but if the reason Barcelona were knocked out was due to a 37-year-old pensioner, so I'm saying, like I'll say this again, you know, like you can't be the defense. I know Inter conceded, but I kept on telling Barca fans, yes, you're scoring goals, yes, it's good, but you're conceding way too many goals. And yes, it worked again. It wasn't good. And up to the point it was, but at some point you need to close up shop. It needs to work. But let's see what happens. There's still, and I think Barca only need a goal. So Inter can't celebrate. Barca need a goal. That was a bad for me. It was, but you know, I would argue that there should have been more time on. I don't really know why he stopped it there. I don't know what happened to I don't know what you think, SSB, but I don't know what happened to when the referees added on proper time or stoppages. Like, I like that. It stopped time wasting. I know you had like additional 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, but I don't know why they stopped doing that now. So now you only have like minimum 5 and 10. Like, no. If you've got VAR stoppages, which there were some, And then you have substitutions, and then you have any time the ball is out of play, it should be the time should be added on properly, and it should be counted. And then if it's 6 or 7, it doesn't matter. Like I that was one of the changes of football that I liked. I was like, because it stopped time wasting. And people would and you'd have 98 minutes and people would score goals, and it's like, oh yeah, but the players get injured. It's like, it doesn't matter. Don't time waste. You know. Anyway, this type of game, you don't blow the whistle when it's a good. I know. It was a bad thing from the ref. But at least Barca fans probably can't complain about decision. So. Well done, Damian. Because now, and also, there's still another half to play. And Barca are just going to throw everything now. And I don't know whether Inter will be able to hold on for 15 minutes. Oh, Lewandowski is on now? I thought Lewandowski was on in the second half. Didn't hear him, but... Rafinha. Inter playing deep. Yeah, well, that's what I knew they would do. Oh, Lewandowski, but... Oh, brilliant from Yamal, man. I mean, I'm even as a hater, like I can't. Yamal is so, but I'm just worried that Barca are going to run this kid into the ground, man. He's so good. He's so good. And I just think that Barca, they're going to run him into the ground, man. Stephen De Vrij on for Inter now. Into... Oh! Oh! Good save. Good save by Szczesny there. Yeah, okay, they're going to peak. Yeah, they will. But unlike, at least in this second half, they're at least trying to take their breaks. They didn't even attempt to break in the second leg. They didn't even attempt to go on the offense in the second half. Man. Yeah, come on, Inter. They need to the supporters need to be a bit more awful corner. What was that? Barca coming forward. They've got 10 minutes to salvage this game, but they only need a goal. Barca only need a goal. What was that? I mean, it seems to be the default seems to be try and get Yamal to do something, which is not really the best thing, I think. Jeremy, at least attacking now, not just defending back, and Barca the pressure, which is what they should have done in the second half. Oh, out of play. Okay. Yamal. His fault played. Sorry, back in 1 second. Inter have really gotten to low ball, terrace ball, man. I mean, come on, guys. Taremi. Thank you. Good. Too long for two. I thought he was going to back it there. Oh! Oh, Yamal! Oh! Oh, was it a corner? Was that a touch? Let me see. Was it a save? Yes. It's a good save by Summer. It's a brilliant save by Summer there. I thought that it just went wide, but that's actually on target. That's Yamal is I don't. It's a brilliant save. But Jan Sommer has a habit of stopping young prodigies. Oh, yep. Referee allows it to. Yep, but that's tired. But I think, yep, it's a question of let's go. Forward, tackle. The Inter players are now, they're getting tired. It's 5 minutes to go. It's who wants it more. Oh, ooh, close. Could have been a penalty there. Barcelona, they do. They've still got time. I say this as a United fan when we scored, what, 3 goals in 3 minutes? Or 5? If that? 5 minutes, I think, yeah. Yeah, United time, we scored. So you can do it. Good save. And Lewandowski's over. Yamal, man. He hits it right. I mean, Yamal. He's, whatever happens, like I said, Yamal has had a very, very good game. Like, if Barca win this, it'll be because of him. That's always been my issue with Barcelona. It's that, oh, good ball. Oh, poor ball. Poor ball. Foul. Yeah, Fina. It's a foul. Good play. Yeah. Slow the game down. Frankie de Jong. I mean, Araujo. That could also be a red. I mean, you could argue that because he threw the ball back, it should be another yellow back. I don't know if they just do that in the Premier League. I mean, Barca have defended well, at least now, but defended well for this half. Yamal again. Barcelona corner. Barcelona huffing and puffing. But will this be enough? And also, to be honest, do Barcelona really want this to go to penalties? Do they really want it to go to penalties, Barca? By Summer. No chances. Well done, Summer. Minute left plus added time. Yeah, onside. They concede here, it'll go to penalties. Oh, sorry, Yamal, man. Should have run into the corner with it, or at least got a throw in. That's poor from Inter. Look at it, all the space. But Barca also tired, so 2 minutes. Jeez, the guys are fight into a warrior torn. Barca are huffing and puffing. Jeez. Lewandowski throwing Yamal again, trying Barca. It's a free. Yeah. Such an important tackle. Well done, De Vrij, I think it was. And yeah, it's a free kick. Araujo. Oof, man. This has been a game. Warriors, man. It should have been the final. This should have been the final. This should have been the final. Into free kick. Inter fans who left. Bro, man, it's the same. Like I said, it's the same with United, man. Bro, when I watched that Bilbao game, the United fans that left, the United fans that left at 4-2, the United fans that left at 4-2, and even that I understand. It's 4-2, and you've got 5 minutes to go. Oh, they blown the whistle. Wow. Inter have won it. Internazionale, Inzaghi. You have to feel for Barca here. They fought. They can hold their heads up high. They can. Don't be crestfallen. They can. They can. But again, as I've said time and time again, you can't have just you can't be defensively poor. You can't. And Barcelona, as good as they've been attacking wise, as good as Pedro, as good as Garros have been, they keep on conceding too many goals. Syria lives, man. Syria lives. Yamal, man, heads up to you, man. Well done. Somehow. And they deserve to be there, Inter. I mean, I would, big up Jan Sommer, man. I don't even think that if it got to penalties, I think Barca would have been cooked there. But Alan Shearer actually said in the commentary, Barcelona were only ahead in this tie. That's in over the whole 100 and what's the what? 100 and not even more than that. 180 minutes over 2 legs. And then 30 minutes. So 1, 2, 3. So out of 210 minutes, approximately of football, Barcelona were only ahead in 5. They were only ahead in 5 minutes. So as much as I think that they did well to come back, they were great, etc. I don't think you can say of the 2 legs Barcelona deserved it if you were only ahead for 5 minutes. But for me, this should have been the final. This should have been the final. This should have been the final. Big up Inzaghi. Even though I partly criticized him for that second half performance. You know, Rafinha, big up. Achebi, man. Achebi, man. Man. Jeez. The highest scoring semi-final of, it seems like, of all time. Inter provided good entertainment, but it didn't have to be. It didn't. Like, honestly speaking, if Inter had started the second half how they did the first half of extra time, Barca would have been out of this tie. This was more Inter, much like United's Atleti, it was more Inter, and in both times, in Barcelona and here, Inter were ahead, had scored 2 goals, conceded. You know, so, you know, I think Ballon d'Or for Vina talk. Yeah, Ballon d'Or for Vina talk is done. No more Ballon d'Or talk. I mean, right now, Dembele probably. If PSG win, does Dembele have a shout? Possibly. Dembele may have a shout. I don't know whether they're going to include the Club World Cup though, so maybe they might consider that. But let's see what happens. I mean, Arsenal aren't completely out of it either. Let's see what it really comes down to once more. Old man Achebe was arguing all game. Old man Achebe, man. 37-year-old. It's just amazing. But brilliant game. And thanks everyone for in the chat for stopping by. Big up Eddie, man. Big up Eddie. Thank you for it. Was a game. It was a brilliant game. I wish this was the final, guys. Shout out to everyone who's watching on Red Devil Studio Extra. Like I said, I'll be doing more non-United streams on that channel, but for now I'm streaming to both. But if you can subscribe to Red Devil Studio Extra, the link is pinned. Please head over there. On the road to 1K there. We're on the road to 100 subscribers there. Please help a brother out. But yeah, I really thought Barca had that with the possession. I thought Barca had it, to be honest. But the mistake they made for me was simple, that they should have ran to the ball in the corner, man. Come on. None of this ticky-tacky, just nonsense. Like, you're 3-2 up. There's about 5 minutes to go. Run the ball into the corner, man. Just run the ball into the corner. They didn't do that. It's refreshing not to. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. I want to do more watch-alongs where I'm watching other games that aren't United, frankly. Champions League, Europa League, all the rest of it. Conference League finals, AFCON, so on, So, yeah. But obviously, I want to try and keep them. Let's see. Martinez, man. Lautaro. Oh, yeah, Lautaro. We're talking about Ballon d'Or shouts. Lautaro's there. Especially if Inter somehow win the Serie A. Lautaro's there. If they Inter win the Serie A somehow, Lautaro's there. Ultimately, the game summed up our season. Lots of chance, lots of goals, injured players, and poor defense. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, people like Yamal will learn. He hit the post, but yeah, got to corner play. Yeah, exactly. And this is the thing, inexperience. Yamal's got it. He hits the post to make it 4-2. For me, you go to the corner flag. Like, brilliant player, excellent, so to speak. But this is where inexperience comes in. He's only 17, so he'll learn. When he's older, you're 3-2 up. Like, you're 3-2, and there's 5 minutes to go. Why risk it? Just go into the corner, hold the ball in there. People say it's not right. I would do that. You're away from home. you're only up by 1 goal. Just do it. You know, for me, Yamal's got to do that. You know, and I don't want to say he's cost Barcelona the game because he was so good, but football is about moments. You know, that moment, if you're going to take it, you got to score that goal. You know, so it is what it is. Sam, what a match. Yeah, man. Brilliant game. As a neutral, fantastic game of football. For me, this should have been the final. This should have been the final because I know the final is going to be crap. You know, this is one of the best semi-finals I've watched in a long time. Just the coming back, the way people are, both teams kind of going for it. This was a game. This was a game. Absolutely. Still can't believe he's 17. All is the master. Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, like, guys, La Masia, stand tall. La Masia, stand tall. La Masia, stand tall, guys. Okay. Let me, if I change the, yeah, I'll just change the banner. Inter are through. Inter through to the final, man. Inter are through to the final. You know, I mean, and you got and guys, for those who are watching, guys, this is Inter's second final in 3 seasons. What are we saying? What are we saying here? I'm going to tweet that. This is Inter's second silver final in 3 years. This is Inter's second final in 3 years. Why did like it's wild. But anyway, still hoping for a good PSG versus Inter, but Arsenal should get piped. We'll see. We'll see. A lot of Barca fans were telling me they were going to win this game. They were going to go and they were going to win this game. It's only 1-0. And we saw today 3 goals. So obviously Partey's back as well. So I don't know. We'll see. If PSG score first, I get worried. But like it is literally only 1-0. It is literally only 1-0. So can Arsenal score a goal in Paris? They can. Will they? Who knows? I honestly don't know where Barca go from here. These 2 games have been Barca's hardest, and they conceded 7. They are not going to get rid of Flick. Maybe they get. I don't know as well, man. But I think that's part of how this is, and this happened with Klopp as well. You know, so where is that Arnautovic? I think it is Arnautovic, man. So I honestly don't know what. So this is the consequence of Flick ball, though. It's the same thing with Klopp ball. This high press type of thing, you know, it works, and it works with Bayern and a few others. If you have, like I say, a sweeper keeper, if you have defenders who push up, then it works. Szczesny is not a sweeper keeper. So if you're not going to have a sweeper keeper, then you have to have defenders that are basically world class to deal with any to obviously play the offside trap, but when it doesn't work, to basically be good in to see off the attack position sense, what have you. Barca have okay defenders. I don't think they have crap defenders, but they conceded them. Even in the Real Madrid game, they were 2-0 up. They conceded 2 goals and they took it to half time. And but a Koundé goal, that was it. You know, so yeah, it's a shame. I think they can still hold their heads high, but you know, like I said, guys, head over to Red Devil Studio Extra. It's pinned in the comments. Please subscribe to my second channel. I'll be doing more non-United stuff on there, and I aim to fully stream on there and do non-United stuff. But I want to obviously just cross stream as we do it. So hopefully from next season, all the non-United football content will be on Red Devil Studio Extra, and the Red Mouse stuff will be all the entertainment stuff. So yeah, PSG versus Arsenal is going to be a stinker. A lot of Harambo there, but we'll see. Let's be real, ideas. Barca fans are Arsenal level usually, but they have trophies to back it up. I mean, they've got reason to be. I mean, you know, when you see a quality player like Yamal, I mean, you could be hyped. Yamal effectively almost carried Barca to this final with how good he was today and how good he has been. So I get that. But yeah, they have the trophies to back it up. Barca will come back, but I don't know. I think that's, I don't know. I just think inexperience. I think fundamentally inexperience got the better of Barca today. They've got potentially a good team, but the inexperience, you know, not just in this half, but the second half as well. You know, you conceding 3 goals at home. You know, inexperience. You know, Klopp had VVD, Alisson coming to lead the defense 9 days time. He did, but he didn't have that at the start. He didn't have that. He had Dejan Lovren at the start. And so for the first 2 seasons, Liverpool were conceding mad number of goals. And then he got VVD, and then he got Alisson, and they started to sort of, so it was fine. And even then, you know, I love Klopp, you know, well, yeah, I love Klopp in the sense of like if you're a good manager, but he only won he won a UCL and he won a league title with Liverpool, and that's it. In how many years he was there? Still good, but you know, why on earth would Flick be gotten rid of? His footy is entertaining, close trouble, surely. Oh yeah, of course he can, of course he can. Not good. Who would Barcelona bring in? Inter to win the UCL then? They've got a chance, but I suspect, again, the difference between Barca and the PSG team is PSG actually defend. I watched the Arsenal game. PSG defended really well. So PSG look, at least to me, like their defense is better than Barca's, and they've got clinical finishers. They don't have anyone as talented as Yamal, but Dembele and Kvaratskhelia have just been so good. So if I will still give PSG the advantage. However, Inter have been to a CL final before, and so maybe they know how to. You know, maybe they'll take advantage of set piece, etc., etc. He can get to Messi level. Yes, Rooney is. They've got Darmian and Mkhitaryan. They're all like, oh, the kids, they're catching up. Of course. FYI, it's the United fans watching this. You've got Matteo Darmian. You know, I mean, in fact, let me tweet that. Let me tweet that. Ex-United players cooking. Ex-United players cooking, man. Ex-United players cooking, man. But yeah, he can get to Messi level, but Barca will run into the ground before that. Yeah, Barca need more experience high like a really good type maybe. If Messi is Michael Jackson, Yamal is Kobe. Exactly. I think he can get there. but I just think he'll be pick up injuries. Playing too many games too young is not going to work when he gets to his. And I'm saying this as a doctor. You're growing rapidly still. Your growth starts to slow down after about 25, 26. You know, so that's when you start to feel the effects of, you know, injuries or whatever afterwards. So have a good night, Radius, and this has been a chat. Big up, Eddie. Big up. In fact, let me round up as well, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, if you can channel, subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter at Red Devil Studio X. We're also on Twitch as well, Red Devil Studio there. Red Devil Studio X for the second YouTube channel, and Red Marble for some entertainment content. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers. Peace.